Today, I want to share with you a Christmas decor inventory system that I have set up in my house. And of course, it's stored in OneNote. So stay with me. Well, hi everyone. This is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today I want to come to you and tell you about the new inventory system that I have set up for all of my Christmas decorations. Well, today it is a dreary and snowy day here. Very cold. As you can tell, I'm all bundled up in my sweater. And because it has been such a long, cold winter, we have really been enjoying our holiday decorations this year. We did a lot of decorating this year, and one of the things that we did was we got a new artificial tree to go back in the sunroom. Now, I have had a like 5.5-foot tree that I have put right here by the fireplace for years and years. And it looks nice, but we decided that we wanted to have a bigger tree. And with that bigger tree came the need for an inventory of the decorations that we had, because we weren't sure if we had enough decorations to fill such a big tree. So my daughter and I decided that we would go through all of the boxes in the basement that had anything to do with Christmas. And we kind of, rifled through to make sure that there wasn't something hiding in there that we didn't know about, which got me to thinking that I should look more at inventorying the decorations that I actually have. So that led to this project. As you know, here at A Crystal Clear Life, I focus on very real world, real life applications and uses for OneNote, and I like to share those with you. So let me go and show you what I started with Christmas decor back in 2021, and then I'll bring you up to date with what I'm doing in 2025. And if that sounds interesting to you, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn your notification bells all the way on. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with this video. All right, well, you can see here on my screen, I have a page called Decor Storage, and you see that it is stored in my 2021 Life Planner. And this background page that you see here with all the pretty tabs, green and red, all of that kind of thing, that was a free download from DCP Digitals. I will leave their information in the description box below. I have done many videos on my holiday notebook. If you would like to check that out, I'll put the link to the playlist down below as well. But this got me thinking about doing a decoration inventory. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can see what this looks like close up. All right, so you can see here on the decor inventory, there's a place to store what the box is labeled. And so this one happens to be the rustic fireplace tree, okay? The one that was right here. And it is in a teal colored tub that's in the basement, and inside that box is the burgundy and tan burlap, the owl ornaments and the owl topper, the burgundy mini tree skirt, Samantha's theater ornaments, small gold balls, and wooden deer and sleigh signs, okay? So what I decided to do in 2021 was to write down a list of things as I put them away and put those tubs back in the basement. Now, all of my tubs are labeled. I do have my very favorite label maker that I have used many times on this channel. And you'll see here today that I'm going to be using it again. All right, I want to show you how I label my tubs. All right, so I thought this was a really good place to start. Okay, so I have boxes for the living room white tree. It's one of those big white ceramic trees that was given to me by a friend, a very dear friend. And so that kind of became its own tub. And I started putting other living room decor in there that went along with that white tree. I had some red and silver small balls and some red and gray plaid table runners and my wooden nativity, okay? So that's kind of what all of this looks like. Now I decided that, yeah, that's good, but it's really hard to be able to locate exactly what you might have when it's just written down like this. So, for example, my daughter might ask me, Mom, where are the reindeer plates? Okay. And rather than her have to ask me, it's much easier for her to be able to go into the inventory, type in reindeer plates, and see where they come up, okay? So let me show you what I did this year. I liked this idea of the decor inventory, but I wanted to create something that was more searchable, okay? So what I did is I went up here to Insert, and you can go down and you can insert into OneNote an Excel spreadsheet, okay? So when you click on spreadsheet, you can either enter an existing Excel spreadsheet, or you can start a new one, okay? Well, since I already created one in preparation for this video and the real life of putting my Christmas decorations away, I'm going to insert an existing Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on that. And it's going to come up and ask me where that file is. And I'm going to type really quickly Decor, and here is my Decor storage spreadsheet. And so it's going to open that file for me, okay? And when that file comes up, you can see here on my screen, I want to go through and show you what I decided to put in each column. And I created this Excel spreadsheet and I turned it into a table so that I can search or filter things. That's what these little boxes are here for, okay? All right, so I set up a column that says location or tub, because I use, you know, the big plastic tubs that everybody uses for storing my items, and I have them labeled. So this year I had to create a new tub called the Big Tree Tub, because that's the big tree that we bought. So these would be decorations that go specifically on that big tree, okay? Then I have an item. So for example, I bought some bells. Their color is silver and they are 2-inch size bells. And I have 8 of those. So that's my quantity. And then I put a power type, because I want to know if I have something in my inventory, if it is a plug-in, AC plug-in, or if it's battery, or if it's solar. I want to know. So I put a power type there, and I decided to write NA if it's not something that uses power at all. And then I have a notes section in case I want to put NA descriptors. And so these silver bells happen to be shiny jingle bells with stars in them. So they actually make sound. And they have stars cut out on them, okay? The reason that I like these jingle bells on my tree is because when you have a house with cats in it and the cats like to get in the trees, if you can hear the jingle bells ringing, you know that somebody is in the tree and they shouldn't be. So I acquired those, date acquired was 2024. And the cost of those bells was $5, okay? So those are all of my columns that you see across here. And you see, as I was putting things away, there's the smaller silver bells, there's the mirrored star that goes on top of the big tree. I have some burgundy glass ornaments. I have some black and silver and burgundy ornaments. So you can see that I'm separating them out by size and by what their color is, okay? So that if I decide to change up and I want to put the silver somewhere else, I know exactly where they are stored, okay? Then going down, you can see that I have another tub called Glass Tree Tub, and there are deer and trees in that particular tub. And these are anywhere from, you know, this size tree down to, you know, little tiny trees. That I put all over the house. You know, I just think greenery, trees, and lights are my favorite part of Christmas. So you'll see I have lots and lots of, you know, greenery, wreaths, candles, lights, all that kind of stuff, okay? Then I have a tub that's labeled gold, and it's for just the gold ornaments that I have. And then I have a kitchen tub, which has lots of things. It has aprons, it has tablecloths, it has serving pieces, it has a mini tree, it has some mugs, you know, anything that you can think of. And here are those reindeer salad plates that I was talking about at the top of the show. And I have a note over here for those reindeer plates that I have matching mugs, okay? On and on and on in the kitchen tub, and then I have a living room tub, and so on and so on, okay? Now, what I need to do, and I just wanted to show you this because what I will be doing is going back. Let me go ahead and insert this file so you can see what it looks like. So I am going to insert this file. Okay, and when I say insert the file, it says, do you want to attach the file or do you want to insert the spreadsheet? Well, first of all, I'm going to attach the file and show you that. It just puts this little box that says you have a decor storage file that you would like to put in here, okay? Then if I want to, I can click on that and I can say insert as a printout, okay? Now I could have done it from that first menu, but I just wanted to show you the different steps, okay? Then you always get a warning label that says, warning, make sure you trust the file source. And I'm going to say okay because I created it. All right. And then you're going to see, let me zoom out so you can see this a little bit better. You see, here is my original OneNote page. Here is that file that we put in. But then here is the printout. So if I zoom in and look at the printout, you can see it's in exactly the same order. The kitchen tub and the, it's all organized by tub. All right. And then we have the big tree tub and the living room tub and all that stuff. Okay. Now, the nice thing about having the printout in your OneNote is that you can still search on this if you want to. But the one thing that I wanted to tell you is if you make a change to this file in order to edit it, you cannot edit it in OneNote, okay? So I cannot come down here to the bottom because this is not a table in OneNote. This is an Excel spreadsheet. You see when I click on it, it has this little dashed line around it like it's a graphic, which is exactly what it is, okay? So I cannot update that. So if I want to do any updatings, I need to click back on this icon of the file itself, and it says again with that warning, be careful, do you know where this came from? And I'm going to say okay, and then it's going to bring up that spreadsheet for me to work on, okay? All right, so then I can go in here and let me just write something in here for you to see that there's going to be a change, okay? So let's say I have my linens tub and I have the tablecloth that is berries, okay? And it is green and burgundy. And it is 54 by 80, okay? And I only have one of those, and it's not electrified, but I do have matching napkins just so that I remember that. And when did I acquire those? That I think I've had that since 2021. No, 2019, because it was pre-pandemic, okay? And if I remember correctly, I think it was $18, okay? I go up here and save our file. I could do auto save if I wanted to and put it in OneDrive. That's absolutely perfect. And then when I go back to OneNote, I need to click on that file and refresh the printout, okay? Now remember, we added things, so we'll look for that in just a second. So refresh the printout. Again, the warning. And it refreshed the entire printout for me. You see here from the very top all the way down, and now my printout includes linens, okay? So that's very important to remember, because I know that some people have put the Excel spreadsheet in there and they expect it to automatically update. You have to hit that refresh button in order to get it to print correctly, okay? All right, now, speaking of printing, let me get my bowls and my Santa out of the way. Speaking of printing, what I did next is in my spreadsheet, so let me go back and show you the spreadsheet. Okay, in my spreadsheet, I can sort this by different things, okay? I want to show you how you can sort things in here. So let's say I was thinking about, doing a different tree and I wanted to see all the kind of ornaments that I have. I can go in here to item and I can click on this little down arrow and I can unselect everything and I can scroll down to ornaments, okay? And I can click ornaments and say okay, and it will come up and show me everything that I have listed in here as an ornament, all right? Now, if I want to also include ornament sets, because I saw that word in there too, and then here's ornament without an S, and I want to see all of those, then I can see, well, there's the burgundy set that I bought this year. There's the black ones, the silver ones, the gold and glass ones, okay? So I can see all of the ornaments that I actually own, all right? And as you can see, some of them are in different tubs. So if I'm looking for a particular gold ornament, I'll know not to look in the big tree tub, okay? All right. So I think that's really handy. So let's go back and select everything, and that will give me all of my spreadsheet back. I can also sort them by tub. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to sort them just by individual tubs because I wanted to make a printout that I could then put with the particular tub. All right. So I went in here and I said, well, let's do all the kitchen tubs. And that gave me a page that just had everything that was in the kitchen tub. So 38 items. And then I went over to File and I said Print. And when you see the printout here, you see everything is there all the way down to the mini camper that's at the bottom. And then I can print only the active sheets that I want. And so I'm not printing the entire spreadsheet. I'm printing everything that is on this one page for the kitchen tub. Okay. If it were more than one page, you would see down here at the bottom, it would say 1 of 2. Okay. So I can print that out. Now, what do I do with that printout? Well, what I did is I took that printout and I put it in a plastic sleeve, and my intention is that after I get the tubs labeled, what I want to do is I want to be able to go into the tub, take that plastic sleeved printout and put it there at the top, tape it on the inside of that particular tub. And the reason that I want to do that is because as I am putting things away, and I might say, well, where does my pottery Santa go? Does he go in the living room tub or does he go in the kitchen tub? I can quickly scan down the list that's printed there and know exactly where to put him, okay? He actually goes in the kitchen tub with these bowls. But of course, as you're putting Christmas decor away, it seems like you're always missing something. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not June and I, turn back something and find a little Christmas towel or something. I don't know. But anyway, Christmas is a lot of fun in our house. Anyway, so back to the spreadsheet, I can then go back and instead of kitchen tub, I can go back and I could say, well, just do everything that's in the big tree tub again, and I can print that out and have that ready to put inside of my container, okay? Now, let's talk about labeling these containers. So what I like to do is I stack my containers, and I have some shelves downstairs that these stack on, but sometimes I have them where they stack, just like you see here, where they just kind of stack one on top of the other. And what I like to do is I like to put the labels on the top outside edge of the tub so that I can see it very quickly when I look up and down. I don't have to bend all the way down on the floor to see it taped to the front side. I can see it from the very, very top, as you can see, in this little video clip, okay? All right, so I have my handy dandy printer for labels, and I can type in what I need the label to say, and then I can choose the size. My label maker happens to do very large printing, as you can see here, and I can then print that out and stick it on the top of the tub. Then I can open up the inside of the tub and tape my plastic sleeve protector in there like I have shown here. And then they are all tucked away. So now I have that inventory really in three places. I have a physical list inside the tub. I have the Excel spreadsheet, which I can back up to OneDrive, and I have the printout or just the file, however I want to store it, in OneNote. So that's really fantastic. Now that got me to thinking, and again, with all these emergencies that are going on in the world, let's say that you are planning for a move and you decide that you want to do an inventory like this as you are packing for your move. That would be a great way to keep track of things. And then when you get to your new home location and you're like, where did I put my grandmother's Hummel collection? You'll know exactly what box that might be in, okay? And regards to emergencies, we've had so many floods and wildfires and tornadoes and things happening with this, crazy weather that we've been happening. And oftentimes, insurance companies, if there is damage to your house, they will want an inventory of what was in your home. So this would be a great way to start doing that. Thinking about these different columns that you might want to track, and just pick one room at a time or one drawer at a time and go through and make a list of the big ticket items that are in your living room, your television, your stereo, your computer monitor, your sofa, all of those kinds of things. And if you went ahead and had the receipts for those things, you could also take a photograph of those, scan those in, and keep that in OneNote as well. So even though this is Christmas decor inventory, just think about all the possibilities of inventory that you could do with this kind of setup. I have other things that I have collections of. We have a whole spreadsheet inventory of our CDs that we own. We have a whole inventory of the DVD movies that we owned, and that kind of thing. That would be also great to put in here, just to keep track of that inventory stuff, okay? All right. Well, my mind keeps going on and on and on about other things that I could do, but I really wanted to share with you today how you could, as you're putting your Christmas decor away, or if you're taking your Christmas decor out and you don't maybe remember where things go, it might be a good time to go through and create an inventory so that you know what you have, so you're not overspending, and you know where to put things back and keep things stored very easily for you. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video today of me talking about the Christmas inventory, seeing some of my tubs, how I organize things, how I label things, how I've created this great spreadsheet, and how I'm storing everything in OneNote. OneNote really is my life management tool. I use it for everything. And now I've even expanded my inventory that I'm keeping there as well. All right. Well, until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. I use OneNote. Until next time, okay, bye.